Welcome back, gamers, to another episode of the Slow Run Cast. I am your host, the Iraqi Balboa, joined by my friend and co-host, the winner of EVO 2025, Durwin Luke. So, I don't know if you guys know, but the Durwinator over here, there was a clip going around on the internet.
No. Hold on. I gotta get my prop.
Yeah. Get it.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alrighty. Yes. Okay. Hello. I don't know what happened. You just like cut out for like hello. Why is your okay? There you go. You're back. Okay. All right. So me and Durwin, I don't know who I had it. I had the script the other way around. I had you as the winner, but it looks like you're the one who crashed out. So why don't you? why don't you show us what happened? Oh, there he goes. Jeez. Lost 50K.
I was gonna do this whole thing. I realized I don't have Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'll have Pokemon cards. I was gonna be like, ah!
Oh my god.
Oh geez, that was the best clip I think of 2025.
Yeah, for sure. That's like I'm gonna write that down in the show notes when we do like end of the year shit, like 2025 end of the year news.
Oh, like we gotta. Oh, I should start taking notes of like which memes I send you that are like top 10 2025.
Yeah,
so we have a react video for some of these old gems, because I've sent you a lot of.
You have.
We've sent each other a lot of disturbing things this year.
You've sent me a lot of NSFW memes too there.
I don't know who sends the worst ones.
You bad ones.
Yeah, you sent a real bad one the other
one?
day.
Just hint to it without the
it was Tifa with some scissoring.
Oh geez, okay, that was my buddy sent that.
Oh geez.
Should I just put on the Oh my god. Okay.
I can set a new collection.
So for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, we might as well start the show with that. EVO 2025 just happened over this long weekend. For those who don't know, EVO is the kind of the premier fighting game tournament that happens every year. And there is a clip that went viral of a fighter named GOG or GOJ. What was his name? A fighter. I called him a fighter. One of the gamers who compete at this tournament had a clip where he lost. It was a $15,000 loss. And he just went, it's Goji KOG. He just went like crazy. He completely crashed out, freaking screaming, holding his headphones, just screaming in the air. The clip went on for like probably 20 seconds. I guess it was for Fatal Frame City of the Wolves. That's what it was for. I thought it was Tekken. Yeah. So apparently this video actually, did you know that there's a backstory to this?
No. I only saw the one clip and I was like, oh my god.
So KOG actually competed against the other guy who won, Geo1. I think that's his name. Yeah. He competed against him back in 2010, I believe. So there's a clip of 2010 of G01 beating KOG, and he has the same exact like meltdown.
So this is like
so he's actually kind of exaggerated it, probably just kind of as an inside joke for those who knew. But the original crash out happened on back in 2010.
I gotcha. So it's almost like a callback then.
Yeah, it is a callback.
Man, so after 15 years, he still hasn't found a way to beat him. Huh?
Yeah. So if you go to the Kotaku article that I linked in the the Polygon article that I linked in the show notes at the very end. Actually, I was gonna bring this up as kind of like a final closing story for the show, but I said, this is the story of the week. If you go to the very end, there is a Kotaku link that and a Polygon link that both talk about it. And if you scroll down to the bottom of the Polygon link, there is a clip of the 2010 match when KOG also crashed out like that.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
How is he? I wonder what will happen in another 15 years if he loses again.
Oh, that'd be amazing. The best is like people posting crazy stuff on Twitter. I swear to God, I'm not making fun of the dude, but no one has ever looked like they suffered like this in human history.
Yeah. Actually, have you seen this might be NSFW, but there's every year Thailand also does like a draft for the military service,
Okay.
and it's like a draw system.
Okay.
So sometimes you do see some big crash outs from that.
Oh, like people get
Yeah,
drafted to the military and
yeah,
get
yeah.
killed.
When if they get called, then they like almost crash out like that.
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing. But yeah, check the link on check the clip online. Search up Evo 2025 most viral moment or something. You will for sure be joined to watch this clip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me
Sorry,
let
I
me
gotta cut.
let me send this to you before I forget, because this is also very NSFW and probably should be added to our meme collection that I
Are
am
you
now
sending this to
curating.
me? Are you sending this to me on Instagram?
Oh, I'm sending it to you on a text right now, but I'm gonna send it to you on Instagram so that
I think I've seen these videos.
that's what it reminds me of the most, actually.
Oh my god! So there's transgender men or women who still have to like they're still registered as men, so they don't get to like
I don't think they get recognized as like
yeah.
yeah. We're not gonna get into that, obviously.
Oh
But
my god! So these are lady boys that get drafted to the military. That's
yeah,
crazy stuff. That is crazy stuff. Anyway, sorry folks. I guess I just want to correct myself. It was a 10-year-old rivalry, not a 15-year-old one. But yeah, check out the clip. Great stuff. I enjoyed it. I think it was my story of the week for sure.
oh for
Putting
sure.
together these show notes. Yeah. So let's get into the the regular stuff. Wah wah wah. We had a Nintendo Direct partner showcase this week. It was about 30 minutes long, only for third-party games. Bunch of stuff got announced. Durwin, do you want me to go through the list of things that got announced, or do you want to just anything catch your eye right away?
Why
Top
don't you
level, anything
list
advanced?
them, and then we
Yeah.
can talk about the big ones or the most interesting ones, at least. That way we get everything covered.
So the show started off with Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. This is another spin-off Monster Hunter game, which Monster Hunter Stories 2 was exclusive to, I believe, a Nintendo platform. It might have also been on
3DS, I
PC.
think, or
Huh?
DS.
I think it was on the Switch, I think you're thinking
Was
Stories
it?
1. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, I think Stories 2 is on Switch. That got revealed for a 2026 release date, I believe. Or it didn't, yeah. Yeah, you're right. The first one was on the 3DS. Yeah, so it's due for Switch 2 next year. Durwin, do you care about this?
No, skip.
Absolutely not. Yeah, skip. I know. Sorry for Monster Hunter fans out there. I tried Wilds. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I don't get the game. Moving on. We got a trailer, an announcement trailer for a new, I guess we didn't know if there was going to be a next, but a new Katamari. I guess it's called Damachi because that's what the Nintendo guy said on the Direct. I've been calling it Damasi, but I guess it's Katamari Damachi game. It is called Once Upon a Katamari, coming out October 24th for the Switch. Did you take a look at this one, Derwin?
Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
ever played this?
I have. Not very extensively,
Yeah.
but I do like these games. They're kind
Yeah,
of cute.
there's some people that are real good at this game.
I didn't know there was like a skill thing. I thought you just kind of have fun.
No. You can actually play like 1v1 someone and you collect trash. And like there's people that are real good.
Good to know. Maybe we'll play competitive on the Switch too.
Yeah. Yeah, October 24th
Yeah.
release date. So
Pretty soon. Yeah,
Yeah.
relatively soon.
pretty fun.
Just Dance 2026 edition. I'm sorry, I didn't even know these games still existed, to be honest with you. I didn't even know people still made these games. I don't know if people still enjoyed these.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just like new songs. I don't know how good it is on a Switch, but I mean,
I think they're
obviously
only on
it sells
Switch. I
well.
haven't seen them on PS5.
I thought they were on PS5 as well.
Just Dance.
Let me check. Oh yeah, they're on there. Just Dance 2024 edition for $41.24. I wonder if you need a camera or anything for this.
2026 edition. Yeah, it's on everything. I mean, it is Ubisoft, so Ubisoft would put it on everything, I guess. Yeah. Well, that is due October 14th.
Oh, it uses your phone motion sensors. That's how
I've
it
heard
does it.
people
It's
say
kind of
it's
cool.
not very good.
I mean, it's an activity game, so like as long as it gets you moving, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad.
I guess. We got an announcement that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is coming both to the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2. Due November 14th. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero came and went. There is a lot of hype for this game, but I felt like as soon as it came out, within a week, no one ever talked about it again.
Yeah.
But now coming to the Switch as well as the Switch 2.
Yeah, I don't know how well it will run on the Switch, but the Switch 2 should run fine.
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, there is a theme as part of this Direct where they introduced it at the beginning of the Direct. They said every time we have the Switch 2 icon, for every game we're gonna show, we're gonna have either the Switch icon or the Switch 1 and the Switch 2, on the game, or just the Switch 2, which tells me either if it's just the Switch 1, it will be backwards compatible with the Switch 2, but it just maybe might not be enhanced for the Switch 2. If it's Switch 2 only, then it's exclusive to the Switch 2. And if it's on both, that tells me that there is a Switch 2 version that plays better.
Okay.
So for Monster Hunter Wild Stories 3, it's a Switch 2 only. Katamari Damacy is Switch only, which means it's probably just backwards compatible. Same with Just Dance 2026, where Sparking Zero has both. So it looks like there's a Switch 2 version and a Switch version. They're kind of doing the whole Xbox.
Yeah, X and X and Series X and whatever.
Series X, Xbox on PC, blah, 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 blah. Plants vs. Zombies Replanted. Coming to Switch October 23rd. I don't know. Is this a remaster of the
It is a remaster.
A
remake. Yeah. I'm excited for this one. I love the OG Plants vs. Zombies.
I think everyone did, but I think they kind of came and went.
Yeah, I played the hell of it on my PC back in the day. It's one of the OGs tower defense games,
it is,
basically. Yeah,
for sure. It'll have local co-op and PvP modes. This is interesting. EA Sports FC 26. This is actually the release date announcement for it on all platforms, September 26. This is also one that's showing both Switch and Switch 2. Notably, the FIFA series, which is now called EA Sports FC, has always had a Switch version. That's not the same with NHL and Madden, but they've always had a Switch version. They've maintained it. And it's always a terrible port that is not feature complete, that runs poorly, that's kind of actually not really the same game that you get if you buy that year's FIFA on an Xbox or PS5 or PC. It's actually a different version of the game that is not feature complete, or is a previous year iteration or something like that. So I'm wondering what the verdict is going to be now that it's going to be on the Switch 2 and there's a Switch 2 version. Is the Switch version going to be the same old junk that it used to be, and the Switch 2 version going to be, on par with the Series X and the PS5?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see, I guess. My bet is it'll probably be different for the Switch.
I think that's the indicator because of the two.
Yeah, it's just so old, right?
Yeah. We are getting a remaster of Pac-Man World 2, titled Pac-Man World Repack 2, which it's kind of, I don't mind that for those special remaster. Remaster.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, this is a 3D platformer originally released for the Xbox, GameCube, PS2 back in 2002. I don't recall playing this game myself back then when I was a kid, but it seems like it's a big deal. That's why it's getting a remaster. Due on September 26th as well. Does that look interesting to you at all, Durwin?
No, big skip for me, for sure. Okay.
Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, which is the Final Fantasy Tactics remake. We already knew a release date for the September 30th. I didn't know if we had confirmation if it would be a Switch title or not when we saw it on the PlayStation State of Play from about a month ago. I can't remember if this was already confirmed for Switch 2 or not. But if it wasn't, this is the confirmation. It is also coming to both consoles. There's a Switch version and a Switch 2 version.
Yep, and that makes sense. I feel like pretty easy to port. But yeah, excited to see how well that does. I'm sure it will do fine.
Yeah, I wonder what the hype is about this game, because do kids care about this stuff? Or is this just old heads?
I think this is old heads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've met a Gen Z person that's like, oh yeah, man,
I don't think I
tactics
know. I don't
games.
think I know a Gen Z person that's like, oh yeah, man, Final Fantasy
Right? Yeah.
16 or Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth or anything like that. To be honest with you,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I think it'll be a good game for portable. Like if I were to buy it, it would probably be on the Switch.
I think I agree with you. I think it would be a nice on the go game.
Yeah, exactly.
Then we got Persona 3 Reload coming to Switch 2 only on the 23rd of October. Persona 3 Reload previously came out, I want to say last year or the year before. It was early last year, actually, early 2024. And yeah, it was only on Series X and PS5, and this is confirmation it's coming to the Switch. Are you going to play this on the Switch? Have you played Persona 3 Reload or
No,
Persona
I
3
haven't.
Zero?
I've had it loaded on my Xbox before I sold it to you, and I just never got a chance to launch it.
Yeah. I played, remember like a year before Persona 3 Reload, they had ported Persona 3 Portable over to Series X and PS5.
Yeah, I do
I
remember that.
played that for a little bit, but I didn't actually play the remaster. It was always kind of weird. Like, okay, we're going to port
Yeah,
the old
yeah, it
version of
didn't
the
really
game
make sense,
and then
but
remake it. Yeah. This announcement, I am so yeah, that's due October 23rd. But this next announcement, I am really excited for. Unfortunately, does not have the information we were looking for. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. We got another story trailer. Confirmation that it's still coming out this winter or this fall, but no release date yet. I'm sure you're looking forward to this one, Durwin, considering you are the resident Dynasty Warriors fan.
I don't know if I am like.
Ooh, really?
I don't know. There's something about Zelda that just doesn't like super entice me. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's like a skinned game. So maybe it might be fun, but
We'll
I
see.
don't know. I think it does. It'll definitely tell more backstory for Tears of the Kingdom. So it might be interesting to play. But
It is, yeah, it is the
yeah, not having played the first one, the Calamity Warriors or whatever. I have no investment in this one
Age of
per se.
Calamity. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one notoriously ran bad on the original Switch when it came out, sub 30 FPS. So hopefully with the Switch 2 power,
Yeah, might look better, might play better, but I have no skin in the game for that one.
All right, we will see. Still no release date on that one. Here's an interesting one. EA Sports Madden NFL 26. Madden is coming back to Switch. This is unlike the FIFA situation. There has been no Madden on the Switches. And this is coming only to the Switch 2, which kind of hints back to the situation with FIFA. I think there'll be two versions of the game for the Switch and Switch 2. This is only coming to the Switch 2 August 14.
Yeah,
And I'm not sure if
I
this
mean,
is
a good time to be like a sports fan to finally get some of these titles back on Nintendo.
Yes. Then we got a game which uses the Switch 2's camera and game chat to socialize with friends by the fire, and it is called Chilling by the Fire. Did you see this?
Yeah, I did. It was weird, but it's definitely a cozy game. Like if you want to just like it's like 8 o'clock, your friends are like just chilling at home, and you just want to chat. I think this is great.
There's some weird Uncanny Valley thing going on with the cameras, though. It was kind of weird.
Oh, was it?
I'm not sure how many people are actually going to use this.
I mean, I think people might try, and it might be fun. Like you just build a campfire, like whatever.
Yeah.
It's a low stakes game. Who cares if it glitches out? It might actually lead to fun time because it glitches out.
I'm not judging.
Not that I'm gonna play it, but like I can see why some people might.
Fair enough. Confirmation that Apex Legends is coming to the Switch 2 on August 5th. I think nothing to be said there further. An announcement trailer for a game called Hella, which is a cute 3D adventure kind of with a tiny mouse in like this mystical magic world. It has 4 players online co-op mode too, and it is coming to Switch 2 in 2026. Any thoughts on that one?
It looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see more. And I don't know. How do you feel about the art style for this?
It's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about it. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, same.
I
But
wish it looked more like Moss or Moss Book. Do you know those VR games? Have you seen those?
yeah. I mean, it just looks okay. For this one, I wouldn't obviously pre-order anything. Most games I won't pre-order, but I'll take a look and see if review scores look good. And I mean, anything that like plays on the Switch too, I find that I just play more of just because it's so portable. But
Yeah, and if it's 4-player co-op online, it might be a cute little thing to play with
Yeah.
with friends. We got a release date for Star Wars Outlaw coming to the Switch 2. Give me a sec. What is that noise? Oh my god. My furnace sounded like it was going to explode. Maybe it will. Maybe we'll get a special episode.
Special episode of
Yeah.
of Iraqi Balboa putting down a fire behind him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That'd be crazy. Yeah. So Switch 2, we already knew was Star Wars Outlaws was already coming to the Switch 2. It will be arriving on September the 4th.
Yeah.
Did you see this trailer?
The next one?
No, Star Wars Outlaws.
I'm not interested. Let's pass.
Oh, dude, you have to watch it for like research purposes. It looks horrendous.
I know. I watched the whole direct.
Graphically. Did you notice graphically what was going on with the game? Did you not notice
I did not notice graphically. Literally my mind glazed over when I saw Star Wars Outlaws. I was like, I cannot.
Dude, you have to go back and watch this trailer.
Is it really that bad?
Yes. It did not look good, bro. I saw this and I was like, holy smokes, man.
Okay, I did notice that there was a lot of like real life, like their commentary on the game versus the actual like gameplay. So maybe,
dude, you gotta watch it. It's literally it's a must watch. It does not look good. Like from a bigger picture of like what can actually run on the Switch 2, this does not look like a good.
Whoa! Why is it so at 41 seconds specifically? It looks really laggy.
Yeah, it looks bad. I'm gonna see what the YouTube comments.
You know that's probably why. So for the first literally 30 seconds or 40 seconds, they don't show actual like close up gameplay. Did you notice that? The first. All it is like that guy talking, and then at 20 seconds it switches to the game running on like a Switch, so like it's basically like 360p, so you can't really tell, and then it's only at the 40-second mark or close to the 40-second mark. It actually zooms in, and then it's like super laggy.
Look at Lando. Look at what's her name? Kai Vest, is that her name?
Yeah,
it doesn't know. It's not looking good.
And it's not even gameplay. It's like it's a cutscene.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like,
this guy showing more screen time of these marketing guys talking than in-game footage inspires confidence that will certainly look and run well on the hardware. That's a little bit worrisome.
100%. Yeah. We'll see when that comes out. September 4th. This next one I think was one of the bigger announcements for me. We finally got a release date, of all places. I did not think we'd see it here. Of the next game from Bloober Team, Chronos: The New Dawn, coming out on September 5th and coming to Switch 2 as well, which previously wasn't confirmed. We knew it was coming to PS5, Xbox, and PC, but now we have confirmations coming to Switch 2. The release date was announced here as well. And I don't know if you've noticed this, but on Switch Directs, sometimes I feel like they opt to have a kind of a voiceover explain what the game is rather than just allow the developer have their curated video trailer.
Yeah, all the time. And then even their segues are really weird. They're like, next is this. Please take a look.
Yes.
Or please take a look at this video. Like it sounds almost like very robotic or like weird. It's not like, hey, check out the new trailer for Chronos: The New Dawn. It's like, please take a look at this video and enjoy or something like that. It's really robotic. It's really weird. Uncanny Valley stuff.
They have like someone commenting over the clip. So it's like, in this game, you'll be doing this and this.
Yes, that too.
Have resources to better understand your situation. Beware when the night comes, because like stuff like that. Whereas that you won't see that on like a State of Play or an Xbox showcase.
Yeah. It's always like, check out this new gameplay from like Ratchet and Clank, and then it just shows gameplay. And then sometimes they'll have like things that kind of explain what's happening on the clip.
Yeah.
Collect weapons and destroy the environment, and then like that's fine. But sometimes it's like super micro explaining everything.
I feel like in this instance, it actually helped explain what this game was, because there was always questions about what is it? Is this Dead Space? But they explained the mechanic of like how when you kill an enemy, if you don't like eliminate their body, like another living like zombie will kind of eat it up,
and it'll become like a scarier thing.
Yeah, scarier thing. And there was also something about how like you communicate with specific people in the world and interact with their memories, but once you like do it enough, you start hallucinating in game. So the more you do it, the worse your hallucinations become in game.
But the more powerful you get.
Yeah, which I thought was a really cool dynamic. I mean, I was looking
it does
forward to
look like
game.
Dead Space, though. I do have to say it does look like Dead Space.
It does look like a mashup of like different things. I will say that it does kind of that release date. I don't know, man. There's a lot of games coming around that beginning of September, so I'm not sure. I was really looking forward to this one, but I'm not sure if I'm looking forward to it more than some of the other games that are kind of within that like time frame. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Then we got Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza Kiwami 2 coming to the Switch 2 with some kind of bonus stuff. We previously had Yakuza 0 come out for the Switch 2 as a launch game. But yeah, this is coming out November 13th. Then we got kind of one of those like quick cut segments of some other games. Goodnight Universe, November 11th. NBA Bounce, the 26th of September. Hello Kitty Adventure, Flower Wonderland, Autumn 2025.
Yeah, that's DLC.
Yeah. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven, out later today. Shinobi Art of Vengeance, which we got another short clip of August 29th. We already knew that release date. And Borderlands 4, which we had previous confirmation that it was coming to the Switch 2. We just, I don't think, knew the release date. We knew it was coming short after the 1.0 release for, like, not the 1.0 release, but the actual release date for the other consoles. So that's the 3rd of October. Then they topped it off with the 2D HD action RPGs from Square Enix. The first being a live action, like an action combat one, similar to like kind of the OG Zeldas, called The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales. And they followed it with the traditional turn-based one, Octopath Traveler 0. Elliot comes out next year, and Octopath Traveler 0 has a December 4th release date. Durwin, my man, thoughts?
I'm super excited for Adventures of Elliot. The other one, don't care.
I think so? They look very samey. They look very similar. Why would one intrigue you over the other?
I just feel like I'm over like the turn-based right now. Like they showed it side by side, and immediately my eyes went for The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales. Like immediately, like I looked at it and I'm like, that's the one I would get.
Art style is very comparable. They're both from Square Enix.
They very much are.
Yeah. Octopath Traveler 0, I'm assuming, is a prequel to Octopath Traveler and Octopath Traveler 2. That's my understanding. But yeah. I'd like to note that Elliot has a demo that's playable today. It's already out. So I don't know if you want to give that a try, Durwin. And it is coming only to the Switch 2, whereas Octopath Traveler is coming to both Switch and Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
That is it for the
Nintendo Direct
Partner Showcase. And apparently they just announced another one for indies. Nintendo World Indie that's coming out this week, I think.
You're going to be right on that one.
Yeah, Indie World live stream this Thursday, yeah. 15 minutes of information. I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, I don't know. What did you think about this?
I thought it was pretty weak, minus the 3 titles that I actually care for.
Yeah, I can't help but agree. It didn't really catch my eye. The only thing that really I was hoping for a release date for Hyrule Warriors. That was a big thing. I didn't get it. And, pleasant surprise for seeing Chronos the New Dawn here with a release date. But otherwise, I'm not like you. I don't really care about these 2D HD style games. So Octopath Traveler or Elliot.
Yeah.
Regardless of the combat.
Yeah, I think that one actually looks pretty good. And like I think that it's a very like portable friendly game that will actually keep me entertained. So I think that's the reason why I care for it so much. Like Chronos the New Dawn, yeah, I care, but like if I'm going to play that, I'm going to play that on PC or PS5.
Or PS5, correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine that being that handheld experience to be like amazing. Mm-hmm. And then what's the other one? Like Tactics, I guess maybe if it wasn't like a per se normal like tactics game. And then Once Upon a Katamari, I think that's pretty like fun and it's good on Switch. So again, that's something that I'd look forward to.
Yeah, for sure. Katamari Masi, we'll see. What was I trying to think? Sorry. Sometimes I'm like trying to hold conversation with you and like plan the next segment. And I'm just like,
Do you know what didn't show up to the partner direct?
Yes, good segue. Hollow Knight Silk Song. And the reason why we're bringing this up is because one of the developers I'm trying to think about what game they actually had on the direct. Albacar, what was his game? Sands of Hope, but I don't recall seeing.
No,
Sands
that
of
was
Hope.
definitely not.
Maybe he's talking about the Indie World Showcase. Was there Sands of Hope in that short segment?
I don't think so. No.
I don't recall seeing the Sands of Hope game. Oh, okay. So I thought maybe this. Okay, I understand it. I thought this dev was going to be on this Nintendo showcase, but he's not. Like, their game is not. But they basically just said online, if there's a Silk Song announcement, I will give free Steam keys for Sands of Hope to everyone who responds to this tweet. So they used it as a marketing thing. When Nintendo did the partner showcase announcement, he basically tweeted, whoever's in charge of the studio said, "Hey, I'll give you free keys for my game if Silk Song shows up," which is like a marketing tactic for people to like even think about what his game is.
Yeah, because they'll look at it and be like, "Oh, what is this? What is this game?" Right?
Yeah.
And then to gain traction, dude, if it actually came out though,
then he had to give away 32,000.
Yeah, but dude, I think the more interesting part is like, your game gets out there, especially for an indie, right?
Correct. Which I think was a really good tactic because I do think it probably generated some level of interest. Maybe some people searched up his game on Steam. There's a demo out for it now. Yeah. So interesting way of doing things. That's how crazy the Silk Song hype is.
Mm-hmm.
Durwin, let us move on from that Nintendo Indie Direct. Let us talk a little bit more about Nintendo before we move on entirely. We got some new sales numbers directly from Nintendo this time, not from Circana like we did last week, which basically say that the Nintendo has sold 6 million Switch 2 consoles and almost the same number of Mario Kart World copies to date. There's a little chart that shows the hardware they've sold. I think it's exactly in the fiscal year 2026 quarter one. It's 5.82 million units of the Switch 2. Yeah,
I'm not surprised. I mean, everybody bought the Mario Kart World bundle. Like, you have to be insane not to. Really,
I think so. Yeah, especially
and availability standpoint too. I think Nintendo really, really just wanted to sell that bundle. To be honest, they barely made any of the base ones.
Yeah, and I mean, if you wanted Mario Kart, it makes sense to buy the bundle. Where in Canada here, you pay $70 really extra for Mario Kart rather than paying $100 for a digital copy of Mario Kart.
Yeah, exactly.
So you save $30. Yeah, I mean, good for them. Up and away, it seems like, for Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
They have warned Japanese players, though, to not play the Switch 2 in extreme temperatures. And they basically said temperatures have been exceeding 35 degrees. Please be cautious when using it indoors.
Yep.
This was
sounds
and
sounds like it might blow up.
I couldn't help but think what you were saying the other time.
Oh, when we first launched Mario Kart World and we were playing at your place, right?
Yeah, you said it was really hot. And then I think you told me some other time when you were playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, it felt like it was getting really hot.
Oh, yeah. I think that was like the boss battle for Bonanza. Yeah, it was getting like hot and like chugging. So, cooling, I feel like, is still not there, but it makes sense. It's a portable device and it's thin.
Yeah. I mean, they did. There was a number. So they basically said don't use it between 5 and 35 degrees. Which, to be honest with you,
5 and 30. I got to play this in my freezer.
But then somebody tweeted. So somebody's like, 5? Is Nintendo telling me not to play my Switch 2 in Hokkaido, which is the northern Japanese island, which is the colder one? Location of Ghost of Yote, by the way, on a side note. Yeah. So he's like 5 degrees because he's saying it's colder in Hokkaido than 5 degrees. Yeah. So, yeah, extreme temperatures. Do not use your Switch 2 in Iraq. I'm telling you that from now. With regular temperatures of 45 degrees every day of the goddamn summer from May to August.
Jeez.
Yeah. Not that I think Switch 2 is very popular there. We talked about this a little bit last week, but I think we have more information of this survey that Nintendo is using to gauge people's opinion on game key cards and physical and digital purchases. I think there's like a way you could just kind of take the survey yourself, or are they sending it out?
No, it was an online survey, I'm pretty sure. You just had to sign up and whatever. But
yeah, because I think last year we reported that it was just a just in Japan.
Yeah, it was specifically in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but it's closed now anyways, so you can't sign up for the survey anymore. So hopefully Nintendo takes that feedback and does whatever they do with it. But I feel like they're gonna just do what Nintendo does.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're taking any feedback, to be honest with you. Because the next story over here is that they are raising the price of the Switch in the US this week.
Yeah, that was on August 1st. The official price increase occurred. They increased the price of the Switch 2 Pro controller too, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I remember seeing it somewhere.
Canada.
Was it Canada?
Oh,
no, it still says 110, I think.
Let's check accessories. Right, I think you were thinking they increased the price of the Switch 1 Pro controller.
The Switch 2 Pro controller is what I read.
I think it was like, what about the...
It's 110 right now in terms of Canada.
I think that's what I bought it for anyway.
And then the US is 84 USD. What was it before?
It was 84 USD. I think you're thinking the Switch 1 controller. Are you sure it's a Switch 2?
Maybe.
By the way, on a side note, Borderlands 4 is only $90 in Canada. So
yeah. There's a mega thread right here on Reddit. Yeah. So the dock for the Switch 2 isn't $125, was $120. Pro controller Switch 2 $90, was $85. Joy-Cons $100 from $95. So it did increase. Did we in Canada did not see those Switch 2 accessory increases?
Yeah, I don't. Well, yeah, I think they already increased our price before the thing came out. Remember when the tariffs first were announced? How they were increasing the price in non-US.
But they didn't increase the Switch 2 accessory prices, right?
Not this round. No.
Yeah, not this round. But they did in the US, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
So yeah, this is for Switch 1 hardware. The Switch consoles cost. They're going to cost $340, a $40 increase. The Switch OLED will cost $400, which is a $50 increase, and the Switch Lite will cost $230, which is a $30 increase. Insane stuff. I don't think ever in history has there been an MSRP price increase
at the end of life of a console
life cycle. Usually the price drops. And honestly, that's why if you're thinking about getting a Switch 2, even if you have nothing to play on it right now, even if you're waiting for Pokemon Z to A or Metroid Prime 4, just get it now, man. Just save yourself the headache. It is going to go up in price, I think, without a shadow of doubt. That's the way it's looking.
Yeah. Buy the package. The Z to A bundle.
Yeah. It's the best selling console of all time at this point. We're like 2 months in. I'm telling you from now, they're not like when you sell that many copies, you think they're gonna like decrease the price? No.
They see that they can get away with this price. Talking about Nintendo playing on easy mode.
Mario Kart World is playing on easy mode now. Version 1.2 of the patch. There's a bunch of stuff on it, which includes making the CPU easier, but also there is a way to finally tell if you're collecting things in the free roam open world mode.
Oh, nice. That was a much needed addition.
Because you couldn't figure out you're hitting these P switches and you're collecting stuff and you have no idea how many P switches there are. You don't know how many P switches you've done. There's nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So full list of additions. There's a bunch.
Yeah. Read the patch notes.
Yeah, read the patch notes. We won't go down this whole rabbit hole. I haven't checked this out yet. I wonder what it's like in the open world now. Mario Paint has been added to Switch Online's SNES library, but the interesting thing here is it supports the Switch 2 mouse controls.
Nice.
Yeah. So, are you going to give this thing a run?
Nope. Dude,
moving on.
Pokemon Coliseum, please. Please.
Yeah,
I'm begging you, Nintendo. Yeah, people were speculating like, oh, Pokemon Day, or the Pokemon Direct. It's gonna come out. End of July. Nope, still not here.
Why would they do that when they could just show you 1,000 mobile games?
Yeah, right.
This last story is interesting because we did talk about this a few weeks ago back in the podcast. Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake gets a free Switch 2 update today. Whereas previously they announced that the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remakes will not be getting a free Switch 2 upgrade when the Switch 2 version comes out later this year on October 30th. Mm-hmm. And the save data won't transfer from the Switch 1 version to the Switch 2 version. I don't know why, but with Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D, They're allowing it with the 1 and 2. They're basically saying just buy the version you want. Don't buy Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake right now, the Switch version.
Yeah,
if you want the
so
Switch
weird.
Weird. Yeah, that is it for Nintendo news for this week. I want to move on to the other kind of big game announcement that happened this week, or video. So we'll move on to the third-party stuff, and we'll circle back to Xbox and PlayStation later. But we had the Battlefield 6 multiplayer reveal, as well as a few other videos that they dropped on the Battlefield channel on YouTube. There was the original, there's the multiplayer reveal. Then there was one that talked about combat, classes, and destruction. One that talked about maps and modes. One that talked about the overall world of Battlefield 6. And one with the open beta trailer. So we got a lot of Battlefield. I know this is not something maybe you care too much about, Durwin. I am really excited for this game. It looks really good. I really hope they can get back into the Battlefield swing of things. Classes are back. Thank God. They showed the roles of the medic. They showed the roles of the support, recon class, assault class. We got to look at the way things work, the destructibility. We got to look at some of the game modes that they're offering. We got some of the maps and the locations. It is taking place in kind of this world where the US and NATO are no longer buddies, and NATO has collapsed, and the US is kind of on its own, which I find kind of funny, because if NATO collapses, it's the European countries that are on their own, not the US.
Yeah, not the US.
It's not like the US needed NATO to defend it. I found it kind of cute that they worded it that way. But and then basically there is this private contractor military that just works for a bunch of governments that's kind of like taking over the world. So they seem to be in direct conflict with whatever the remnants of NATO are and the United States Army. Some of the locations in the game are going to be Gibraltar, Egypt, Tajikistan, and Brooklyn, New York. We saw a look at the Brooklyn Bridge as well in the clips. Looks crazy. Looks like Battlefield. The destruction is insane. The modes look interesting. They have the traditional Battlefield modes of like Conquest and all that, and pushing the line with some like team deathmatch and stuff like that. We didn't actually get a look to see if there's a single player campaign, but they kind of hinted to it. I'm not really sure. And we also didn't see the rumored or the leaked battle, which I feel like should be like a later edition anyway. Maybe shouldn't be something you drop right away day one. The open beta is, as of this Thursday, going to be open for people who have pre-ordered the game. And then this weekend, so the weekend of the 8th of August, is going to be open for everyone, and there's going to be another open beta playtest the week after that. So this weekend and next weekend. What else did we find out? We found out that they're not making any changes on pricing on these games. It's going to still be the traditional, right, which is $70 USD, $90 here in Canada. And they're saying the Battlefield 6 will run with 60 FPS, or run at 60 FPS on all consoles, including the Series S. And they also kind of took a shot at Call of Duty by saying, the Battlefield 6 designer said that their skins are going to be kind of grounded in reality. They don't think it needs, quote unquote, Nicki Minaj in the game. So don't expect any of those crazy operator skins we've been getting in Warzone. Yeah, really good. I'm excited for this game. Release date is October 10th, if I am not mistaken. I don't have it here in the show notes, but I believe.
Dude, okay, so now that you bring up Warzone, what I really want to see in Battlefield 6 is a Gundam.
Oh, I think that would have been a Battlefield 2042 thing. I don't think they're going to have anything like that in this game.
No, but it doesn't have to be this Battlefield, though. But I feel like that would be really cool.
I think their attempt at like a futuristic Battlefield has already passed. That was supposed to be 2042, and it didn't really kind of go.
I want it even more futuristic. That'd be cool.
This is really grounded. This really is like Battlefield 4 vibes. So we'll see. Bro, it looks insane. The destruction in this game looks insane. I am so excited for this. Like, I cannot. This has moved up the list for my most anticipated games this year. I don't really like the release date because it kind of conflicts with a bunch of other games I want to play that week. Ghost of Yote comes out like 8 days before this. I don't think that's enough time for me to wrap Ghost of Yote before this comes out. So I feel like there's going to be a battle with which one pushes pulls me so much. Like Ghost of Yotei
Yeah,
might be more interesting that I might just put this on the side till I'm done, or this might just be more gravitating because of my friends. Everybody's kind of on that. I might be slower to be
mine's
Ghost of
gonna be
Yotei.
Ghost of Yotei. You can
Yeah,
play Battlefield 6. I'll report on Ghost of Yotei.
no man, I still gotta play Ghost of Yotei anyway. Yeah, I am really looking forward to Battlefield 6. I might go to Edmonton this weekend, but I don't know. I'm going to try to play the beta. We had another showcase this week, THQ Nordic Digital Showcase. A bunch of stuff got announced. Do you want to go through these quickly here, Durwin?
Yeah,
Did you
let's
watch
go
this?
super quick. I did not.
Okay. So we got a new SpongeBob SquarePants game, which involves the Flying Dutchman and King Neptune, slated for November 18th, called SpongeBob SquarePants Titans of the Tide. I know there's every now and then there's one of these games that doesn't really get reviewed well and it's more like a family game, but I do miss some of the SpongeBob games from the PS2
Yeah,
era.
it's a 3D platformer.
Correct.
Looks like.
Yeah. We got a trailer for Recreation, which seems like a kind of create it yourself racing game where you can kind of do your own tracks, where there's some type of level of destructibility. No release date on this one, if I'm not mistaken. Interesting enough, like 2 games after that, we got another trailer for Wreckfest 2, which is like the same thing but different. That's like actual like I don't know what destruction derbies. I don't know what they call them. I've played Wreckfest 1, actually. It's really good. The physics is really interesting. This one's available in early access on PC right now, and it's coming to PS5 and Series X on a later date. We got another trailer for Tides of Tomorrow, which we actually saw at a a PlayStation State of Play. I can't remember when, either from this summer or earlier this year. This one already has a release date. I believe it's February 24th. We got a Sacred 2 remaster trailer. No release date on this one. I believe 2026. Do you know anything about Sacred?
No.
I don't even know what this series is. Fallen Angels Sacred 2 remaster. We got another trailer for The Eternal Life of Goldman, which is a 2D platformer that I'm not sure if it's a Metroidvania, but I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Do you see that freaking art style?
Yeah.
Man? That hand drawn?
It looks
Yeah.
better than Shadows of Labyrinth or Shadow Labyrinth. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, this one actually looks interesting. I like the animation style on this. It looks real fun.
The trailer was kind of dark. It like featured a conversation between what was like a toddler or child with their mother, kind of explaining the world. Yeah, very weird. And we haven't seen anything kind of like dark like that, what we've seen in this game so far. Still no release date on this one, but I am looking forward to it. We got a announcement that Titan Quest 2 has arrived in early access to the Epic Game Store and Steam. Anything to add there, Durwin? I haven't really played the first one. We got to look at the Guild Europa 1440, which is like it looks like it's a sim strategy game where you kind of create your own little business, kingdom, grow your dynasty, shape your legacy, trade, politics, intrigue, that kind of thing. That one, I don't know if that one has a date for it. Yeah. Another look at the Gothic 1 remake, which we've seen a lot of. There's a demo available on consoles, I believe, and it is coming in early 2026. Did you ever play the original Gothics?
No, I never have.
Yeah. They're also releasing them. They're porting them to PS5 and the series consoles in 2026.
Oh, interesting.
Gothic Classic, Gothic 2, and Gothic 3. Honestly, so far in the showcase, I was kind of like, whatever, until the last 3 announcements. I was hooked immediately. We got an actual like gameplay trailer of Reanimal, which is the game from Tazier Studios, the original creators of Little Nightmares 1 and 2. Dude, this game looks freaky. I think it looks better than Little Nightmares 3, which is being done by Supermassive. But it looks freaky. I think you should take a look at this one, Durwin. It is co-op as well. It's kind of like a Limbo Inside-like, except I think it's more in like a 3D plane rather than 2D. And dude, it looks wild. It is Q1 2026, so it won't be this year, and they have a collector's edition for it. Really looking forward to this game. Then we got to look at a game that they said was developed by, I think they said 10 people. called Fate Keeper, which is a first-person fantasy RPG that I thought looked more interesting than Avowed to me. I think you should also take a look at this trailer as well, Durwin. Fate Keeper, it's a gameplay trailer. Some of the gameplay scenes were pretty brutal. Like at one point you had a sword go through like this monster's like head and it's like stuck and you're like trying to pull it out. It looks pretty wicked. I'm usually not a fan of these games, but coming off how fun Avowed's combat was this year, this looks really interesting and I like the art style more. It's a little bit more darker. Coming to early access on PC this winter. So that's one to keep an eye out for. And then finally, we got an announcement that Darksiders 4 is in development. No release date for this one. It looks like you could play any of the four horsemen. And apparently it actually takes place after Darksiders 1. So it kind of pretends Darksiders 2 or 3 doesn't exist. I don't know how that's going to work.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Not a lot to see here. It was just kind of a little sneak peek. Are you a Darksiders fan at all?
No.
Yeah,
this I think this showcase did like almost nothing for me.
Yeah.
I looked at it just now and the only thing I like was like, oh, that's kind of interesting is the SpongeBob game.
The SpongeBob game looks pretty cool. I'd watch the trailer for Reanimal and I'd watch the trailer for Fate Keeper if I were you. Those were the two things that really stuck out to me. As well as the Eternal Life of Goldman, but we've kind of seen a lot of that one already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is it for the THQ Nordic digital showcase. Moving on, this was really interesting. Capcom has released their sales data for Q1 2025. And interesting enough, their back catalog has dominated their Q1 2025 sales. And
really?
Actually
even Monster Hunter Wilds.
Well, that's the big deal. They actually outsold Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds is sales last quarter were quote unquote soft, selling only 477 copies. The data is as follows. Monster Hunter Wilds to date has sold 10 million units, 10,584,000 units, but only 477 in Q1, which would be March onward of, is Q1 2025 from March, from the end of March onward? Or is it from the beginning of March? Because Monster Hunter Wilds came out in February. So it sold like 10 million copies when it first came out. And since then, its sales have been weak.
Died down.
And guess
it
what?
Must be.
Guess what the best-selling game in their quarter was?
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill is not.
No? Devil May Cry? Is it really?
Yeah, Silent Hill is not Capcom. It's Konami.
Oh, it's Konami. Yeah. Sorry.
Devil May Cry 5 has sold 1.7 million copies and a lifetime sales of actually the same amount of Monster Hunter Wilds. So it sold way more copies, even though over the course of its lifetime, it sold about the same amount. Actually, slightly
that's crazy.
Less. It's followed by Resident Evil Village that sold 923,000 copies. Resident Evil 4 that sold 6,000 copies. Resident Evil Biohazard still selling 635,000 copies. The Devil May Cry HD Collection 194,000 copies. Street Fighter 6 538,000 copies. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition 195,000 copies. Resident Evil 2 Remake 482. And actually after Monster Hunter Wilds is next, Monster Hunter Rise with 389,000 copies. So sales not really good for Monster Hunter. We know like kind of the mood on the street is kind of turned against Monster Hunter Wilds. It was really good at launch, but it looks like the player base is not having it. As a result, the share prices of Capcom actually dropped after these sales numbers. A lot of shareholders were like, this is supposed to be the big thing that sells a lot. It is not. And then so in response to all this, Capcom has decided to expedite some of their extra endgame content that was planned in September is being moved forward for a mid-August update.
That makes sense.
August 13th. Update 1.021. There's an additional monster, more challenging hunts, next level of quest difficulty. I think they're trying to make the game harder because that was a big complaint about this game in general, actually. I don't know.
Sure.
I didn't realize I gotta respect Devil May Cry 5's game. Maybe I should play that game, man. It's been on my backlog.
It's been out for a while, right?
2019. Yeah, it's been on my backlog forever. I just never got
It's crazy. Crazy a 2019 game is outselling.
2019. And I'm surprised Village is actually outselling Resident Evil 4. I thought Resident Evil 4 would be like the big Resident Evil, but Village, because it's got the lady with the
Yeah,
acid.
the
Yeah,
tall
lady.
fine piece of work.
Yes, the tall lady. Crazy stuff. You have any thoughts about this, Durwin?
No, I mean, I don't really care to see another Monster Hunter. So, I mean, again, please bring back a Mega Man game.
Yeah.
I
You're not
did buy something really cool on the long weekend. It hasn't shipped yet, but
okay.
I will show you when it comes in. I'm real excited.
Okay. I'm excited too. Then we'll see what it is when it comes out. When you get it. Okay, moving on from Capcom. We got some updates about the ill-fated BioShock 4, which I made some bold predictions about earlier this year that it was going to show up at the Summer
State
Games
of
Fest
Play, or it was summer. Yes,
along with the game from Kevin Levine. What was the other game he's working on? I forgot the other game he was
yeah,
working on.
the one that's kind of like BioShock, right?
Yeah, yeah. What was it
Can't
called?
remember.
Now it's going to. I'm pissed. I need to know what this game is. Sorry, Derwin. This. Yeah. So we basically Take-Two did a leadership review of the BioShock 2 team, and they did an internal review of where the game is at. They're doing a full overhaul of the management. So it's not looking good. It's a big shakeup. There's a revamp of the narrative, apparently. So yeah, I guess this is all an indicator that this might be in development hell, and I don't think about doing the same bold prediction I did earlier this year about working.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. BioShock remake would be kind of cool. I haven't touched that game in a very long time, but it
yeah,
was great. It was fun.
yeah. I mean, this is another one on my backlog that I've never actually played,
Yeah,
so I should
BioShock
probably.
is great. You know, you drill people with your giant drill arm. It's great.
Mm.
Fun times. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if anyone got fired here from these articles, but it seems like they just got moved around
Yeah.
until we're not working on this anymore. There's also rumors that there was a BioShock 1 remake in the works alongside this that has been canceled.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah, if this wasn't going well.
That wouldn't have gone well. Yeah,
Okay,
I don't know. BioShock is such an old franchise. I think they missed their chance with the sequel. I think they're better off doing like a remake.
Which is what Ken Levine is doing, right? He moved on to making his own game like Judas, like it's another thing. Which is interesting because Ken Levine's studio is actually also under 2K Games.
So it's the same thing.
So he still works for 2K Games, but he no longer works on BioShock. Very interesting. Yeah, I guess I should mention that this is coming from Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, of course.
So it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, the man, the myth, the legend. All the deets from game stuff. And I am reading here from gamesindustry.biz that 2K Games has ousted Cloud Chamber studio head Kelly Gilmore in a leadership reshuffle. Yeah, if you were looking forward to this BioShock 4, don't expect it anytime soon, I think. Once something like that happens, I don't think it's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
BioShock 4, are you saddened about this, Durwin?
I am a little bit sad. I think it is probably in development hell.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
To be honest.
Okay, so that's it for. Okay, so I have some sad news for you. Actually, I have some good news for you. Good news for Derwin. No, it's good news for Derwin, but it's still part of a greater sad news. It's a small victory.
Okay.
We have some information about NSFW games.
Oh yeah, that was a big thing this week too.
The International Game Developers Association said it is seriously alarmed. So is Durwin. He is seriously alarmed by the recent adult games delistings. And itch.io has recently relisted the free NSFW content it had, or quote unquote re-indexed, as it seeks alternative payment processors for the other NSFW stuff. And Valve is recently having a spat with MasterCard, where Valve refuted MasterCard's denial that it had not pressured games platforms over NSFW content. MasterCard insists that it has not required restrictions of any game on Steam or itch.io Valve.io, but Valve is basically saying you kind of basically said this through third-party means, not directly to us.
Yeah.
A small victory here is GOG offers 13 free NSFW games as it launches anti-censorship campaign, freedom to buy games. So let's go see what those games are. What? Who said that? What? What?
You just have to check your library, dude. You don't have to click the article. Just look at your your library. See what's on your GOG library.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I have the right to remain silent. I've never. What? I love how Postal 2 is one of these games. That's hilarious. Oh my god.
So weird.
That's funny. That's not what I was thinking. Yeah. Free-to-buy-games.com. We are fighting back. The giveaway has ended. Oops.
Okay, you didn't need a freebie. You had already bought them all.
Let's see what these games. Helping the Hotties. I already have that one. Sapphire Safari. Oh my god, this looks
wild. That one was a good one.
That's wild. Fetish Locator Week 1. Yeah, I think I played that for like half an hour. It was kind of boring. Summer's Gone Season 1. That's a good story one. Treasures of Nadia. That one's kind of mid.
Wasn't your favorite?
No. Lust Theory.
Oh yeah, that one was good.
House Party, pretty good too. Leap of Faith, mid. Honey Pop, that's pretty mid. Being a Dyke, Season 1. Woo, okay.
Whoa.
Leap of Love, Agony plus Agony, Unrated.
Oh yeah, that one is real good.
Yeah. Anyway, Durwin, do you have anything to add here? Hopefully you get through.
Yeah, please, Stellar Blade, don't go.
Yeah, it would be crazy if they
if they remove Stellar Blade.
Stellar Blade, the axe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now moving on to some smaller news. Assassin's Creed Black. Assassin's Creed, it's not called Assassin's Creed Black. It's called Assassin's Creed Black Flag. One of the voice actors says Ubisoft threatened to sue him after he teased a remake, which this story just blows my mind. Okay, if they threatened to sue you, now you're saying they threatened to sue you. Isn't this going to make this?
Yes. Yeah, the Streisand effect.
Worse, right? Matt Ryan says he didn't realize he was being recorded. So basically, he teased a remake at some event.
Oh, and he like sometimes when you have like a hot mic or whatever by accident. Yeah.
He got into deep trouble with Ubisoft for hinting. Okay, so this guy from Twitter, the hidden one, damn. So it seems like Matt Ryan, voice actor for Edward Kenway, got into deep trouble with Ubisoft for hinting at the Black Flag remake to the other guy. He didn't realize it was being recorded.
Yeah, we'll see if that comes true.
I'm trying to watch this video. One sec. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, Durwin, I figured it out.
Yes.
Go to the Video Game Chronicles link I added to the show notes from posted by Chris Scullion, and scroll down to the bottom, and it shows the clip from Twitter. Basically, somebody has a hot cam and a hot mic on him, right, trying to record him saying, "Hey, what's going on with that remaster that you teased?" And he basically says, well, last time when I was talking to somebody, I didn't realize he had one of these things on, and he pointed to the camera that the guy was trying to sneak record him with. And he's like, so I said something, just having chitty chatty, and then the company threatened to sue me when that thing went public. So that's how we know the company wanted to sue him. So basically somebody had a hot camera on him when he sneak teased the remaster, and then somebody had another camera on him when he said they threatened to sue me last time.
This guy just needs to like shut up.
Yeah.
Like just give him one of these, like
he was trying to. So
Jesus.
Yeah. So yeah. Basically, he's asking. He's like, when's this? He's like, I don't know.
Like, go away, man.
Yeah. Durwin, we got a video from Koei Tecmo for the Dynasty Warriors Origins DLC and Secret Dynasty Warriors Remaster as part of their 25th anniversary. So the DLCs for Origins, which came out earlier this year, actually they called it like a massive expansion or something.
Yeah. It was like it's going to be like a big DLC.
Major DLC in development. And they said remastered title scheduled.
You know what's funny to me? Like, I always assume Dynasty Warriors like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, those are a remake of the original game.
It's all
right.
Remake of a remake.
So like, I always like just assumed, it was basically a remake of the original game. So like, now you're gonna remake a remake of the original game. You know?
Yeah.
I just found it funny. I was just like, do I really want to go back and play like Dynasty Warriors 4 remade when I could play like Dynasty Warriors 8?
I guess it might be like better graphics or something, right? I don't know.
Which is what the new one would be anyways.
Okay, fine.
I don't know. I just found it kind of funny. Yeah, the systems are probably different, but like end of the day, like you know, I just found each Dynasty Warriors to be kind of like a reiteration or a different retelling, I guess, in Origins. But I don't know. I don't care so much for the remake. Will I play it? Probably.
Yeah, fair enough. You
Yeah,
will play it for sure. I don't know, man. I'm just putting all this Dynasty Warriors news here. You don't want to talk about Hyrule Warriors. You don't want to talk about this DLC. You don't want to talk about this remake. So I'm like, just whatever. Okay, fine. Sorry.
That's whatever.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I'd rather see more of like details about the expansion. You know, like what is it gonna entail? I think I'm more interested in that than a remake, right? Like I don't know. Work on the next one. Work on the next story for Origin. I don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll circle back next time there's more Dynasty Warriors.
And I'll be like, yeah, I'm hyped.
Yeah.
Sell out.
Yeah. Couple more smaller stories over here. The Claire Obscure studio executive says that he prefers working with a smaller team and that they have no plans to expand.
Yeah.
I think
keep doing what you're doing.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
Big W.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't fix it. Apparently, this is from GamesIndustry.biz. 7 in 10 game purchases are now digital downloads in Germany, which I thought was interesting. But then when I looked at the statistic, I realized actually what I'm seeing is more interesting because this includes PC games, which are 99% digital in Germany, which makes sense. That's the reason why the number is coming up to 7 out of 10. Actually, the number of console games being purchased digitally is 44%.
That makes a lot more sense.
Which is interesting because it seems like it's the reverse, that like less people are buying digital than physical still in Germany, which is interesting. I don't think that is the statistic in the United States.
You're right.
50%, 56% of the German market is still physical for console games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, do they even sell PC games physically?
I don't think so. That's why it's at like, 99%.
Yeah, right? I'm trying to think about like
the last time anyone even had a freaking disk drive in their PC.
Yeah, that would like. Yeah, what would be like a physical PC game you could even buy nowadays?
Yeah.
Let me check Best Buy real quick. You keep telling me about the news.
I don't think there is one. I'm not sure. This might be like maybe like old games or something like that are still on like disc. That have physical discs for them.
Yeah, it just brings me straight to buying a whole PC computer when I put PC game into. Yeah, which makes sense.
I think it was.
Oh, you can buy. Is this Redfall? Is this an actual physical copy
for PC?
I don't know if this is a physical copy. It just says that it ships from the United States with tracking. Was it coming? Oh, it says physical, but what type of physical form? Is it like a USB?
That is interesting. Okay, cool. Redfall is an interesting choice.
Deathloop, you can also buy apparently physical.
Same development studio, I guess.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
IGN is launching a game trends platform, which is like a separate website. It's actually called like Game Trends at IGN. Whatever, which is focused on kind of reporting on media trends or like gaming trends, including mobile, Roblox, some other stuff, user-generated content, a trend for nostalgia, etc., etc. I don't really care too much about some of the stuff. Yeah, like there's like trends with like games associated with movies. But yeah, an upcoming, I think new IP and nostalgia is kind of the interesting category I'm in, and upcoming big games. But yeah, it is like they basically, they see the traffic on their website for like guides. They see the traffic on their website for like trailers. They see the traffic on their website for like, you know, they have their new like platform where you could like backlog games and organize them so they could see like how much is getting backlogged and played. So yeah, really cool. I think it's by sign up right now, but I think it's really cool. And maybe I'll start following this thing more often just to kind of see
what the trends are.
Yeah, that is it for third-party news this week, Durwin. Let us finish off the news stories for this week with some Xbox and PlayStation news. So starting with PlayStation, I want to circle back to the story that we talked about last week with Tencent and the clone of Horizon Zero Dawn. So we actually got court papers reported by Reuters where Sony actually explains this whole story. And I think it's crazy. I think it is crazy. So I'm going to read it here and let me know what you think. Upon information and belief, sometime in 2023, and unbeknownst to Sony, Tencent started developing a video game called Light of Motirum, which, just like Horizon, features a young red-headed female protagonist and tribal groups fighting for survival along large robotic animals in post-apocalyptic world. The filing continues. The court documents include a slide from a presentation deck in which Tencent developers shared their PSN achievements with Sony to prove that they are die-hard fans. In March 24, at a gaming conference in San Francisco, California, Tencent executives approached Sony with a pitch to develop its own Horizon game in collaboration with SIE. The filing adds, Sony rejected that idea and considered the matter closed. Sony then accused Tencent of secretly developing Light of Motirum and deliberately infringing upon its IP. SIE is far from alone in recognizing the striking similarities that Tencent's new Light of blah, 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 blah with Horizon. Internet users, gaming journalists agree that it's a knockoff of Horizon Zero Dawn, etc., etc. Sony states that it met with Tencent to informally resolve the issue, where Tencent once again tried to license the Horizon IP. The former said it communicated clearly and unequivocally that would not happen when it objected once again when marketing materials for Light of Motrium began circulating. Stated Tencent had since signaled it rejected Sony's demand and would forge ahead. So Tencent starts making this Horizon copycat, then approaches Sony at a game conference in San Francisco, California, and says, yo, we're working on this Horizon game. Can you guys give us the license? And then Sony was like, no. And apparently these Tencent developers showed their platinum trophies off to Sony that they're like, yo, bro, we love this game. And
let us do this.
And then basically Sony said no. And then Tencent continued developing this game secretly. And then when they showed it off, Sony went to Tencent to resolve the issue. And when they went to meet with them to resolve the issue, Tencent was like, yo, bro, please give us the license again. And Sony's like, no, bro. And then Tencent's like, oh, F off, we're just going to develop it anyway. So 2023, they started developing a game. Then they went to Sony in 2024 and said, yo, bro, we're making a copycat game. Can you give us the license? Sony's like, no. Then they secretly kept developing the game and then showed it off. And then Sony went to them and is like, bro, what did we talk about?
It's like, you gave us the license, right? Oh, wait, we lost it. Can we get it again?
Crazy stuff, man.
That's exactly how it happened.
Yeah.
And then now that it's released, they're like, Sony, we finished that game and we're releasing it now. Sony's like, no, we didn't give you the license. It's great.
It's so crazy.
It's great. I can't believe they showed them the platinum trophies. Do you think Sony cares if I showed them my platinum trophies for Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West?
This is wild. This story is wild, bro. This story is absolutely wild. Oh man.
That's pretty funny.
We can show them my platinum trophies so that they give me the new God of War. Here's the platinum trophies for the first two. You should give me this copy for free.
Maybe that's the angle we need to take to get free games. You gotta show the Battlefield creators that you have Battlefield platinumed, and then maybe they'll send you a game key.
Yeah, maybe they'll let me play test the game. Anyway, I read that off of gamesindustry.biz. Vicky Blake. This was posted July 28th, 2025. We also have, I know we talked about this last week, the Circana data. We got a little bit more data from Circana's Matt Piscatella, and basically confirmation that the top 10 selling PlayStation games this last quarter in the US were Microsoft published. Elden Ring Night Rain was the first, which is Bandai Namco. Forza Horizon 5, Microsoft. Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered, which is Microsoft. MLB The Show, which is Sony. Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which is Microsoft. Doom The Dark Ages, which is Microsoft. Death Stranding 2, which is Sony. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Microsoft. Minecraft, which is Microsoft. And Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is Ubisoft. So I think that tells you everything's going to PlayStation, baby. Everything.
That's
Day
crazy.
one, day and date. Microsoft exclusivity done. They are the top publisher on Sony now. The reverse is not true. There are no Sony published games on Xbox.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. So that's it for Sony this week. Let's finish it off with our favorite friends, Microsoft. And speaking about Microsoft games coming to PlayStation, Starfield reportedly is targeting a 2026 release date on PS5. Basically, this is following some weak sales of their first expansion.
Dude, do you think this game actually becomes one of the top selling games on PlayStation?
I think so. I think it's like what do you call it? I think it's like wanting what you can't have.
Really, I don't want Starfield, even though I can. But I guess maybe because I can have Starfield.
You can have Starfield. That's why. Yeah, I think that's what it is, brother.
I don't know. I would laugh if they pulled a Square Enix and they release it on PS5 or vice versa, Xbox, and it doesn't sell at all.
Well, it already is on Xbox, right?
Yeah, I'm saying like reverse. They're gonna put it on they're gonna put it on PS5 and it's not gonna sell.
I don't think the reverse happens when you have a platform that sold like 70 million plus.
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like Starfield is like not a good game, so like people aren't interested in it.
Man. Like, everything is. I mean, yeah, I guess some of those other games.
Okay, Indiana Jones is a good game. Yeah. Elden Ring. Sorry, Elder Scrolls. Great.
Yeah, Oblivion. Yeah.
Yeah, like Minecraft, great game.
Yeah, I still see some people buying this.
Call of Duty, great game, right? Like
I still see people buying this because it's a Bethesda game that people missed out on. I know people are kind of split on this game, but yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see what.
I'm curious. Yeah.
What it looks like.
Yep. Yeah, I guess I wonder how good like Pentiment and I know Sea of Thieves sold really good, but like Pentiment and Hi-Fi Rush and I don't know about Grounded. How good did those sell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that is it for Starfield. So it is Raven Software has won a 3-year battle with the Microsoft for a Microsoft Union contract. This started some while ago, but it guarantees 10% wage increase for over 2 years. Jeez, man, I've been talking a lot. There's a bunch of other stuff. This is mostly for Q&A testing. I think this is a small victory for.
I'm surprised they just don't close the studio or like close the whole like the division almost, because that's like kind of what Starbucks is notorious for, that. Right? If a union forms at a certain store, they just close the store.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
pretty nasty.
You know, because they can always create another studio that will do the same work, right?
That's a good point.
And like, you know, corporations do not like unions.
They don't. No, of course not.
So like, you know, if they can, like, they could just, you know, fire them all and just rehire new people to do their job.
I don't know how, but like if they fire them, if they close the studio, I'm not sure how it would work.
Yeah.
I wonder. I mean, I feel like Raven Studio, if Microsoft's going to close more studios, Raven Studio would be prime for that. They're
right?
Really just a support studio, right, for Call of Duty. They've worked on a lot of IPs in the past, but not in a minute. They're just a support studio for Call of Duty. Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we'll see. I mean, if there's another round of layoffs, then they might be next.
Yeah. We'll see. Time will tell with Microsoft, and I feel like there will be more layoffs. You know who's had a rough go of it this year, but is celebrating their 40th birthday?
Rare. Yeah. I saw some of the news for it.
Yeah, they got a ugly controller. Did you see that?
I did. I sure did.
It's horrendous. It's not even an Xbox Microsoft. It's a licensed controller from.
That's rough.
From the 8-bit Duo.
8-bit Duo, yeah.
8-bit Duo. Yeah, Microsoft didn't even make their own controller for them. Pretty sad.
But I mean, 8-bit Duo does make some nice controllers, though.
Yeah, they do. Still would be nice.
Considering they're like, yeah. I get it. It's pretty funny, but
there's a bunch of other stuff. They also partnered up with Evercade to release this new cartridge collection with some of Rare's like old games back on cartridge. There's a bunch of merchandise stuff, some vinyl soundtracks. Yeah, fun stuff, man. Rare, man. Rare was like the biggest deal in the 90s.
Yeah, they made a lot of favorites.
Oh yeah, now they just make Sea of Thieves.
Mm-hmm.
And because the other game that they're making doesn't exist anymore. Okay, well, some sad stuff. Microsoft is rolling out Xbox age verification to comply with the UK's Online Safety Act. Did you see this new UK's Safety Act?
I've actually noticed a few things. I think the big story is like people finding ways to like circumvent this. Have you seen like people using like Death Stranding to circumvent some of these I guess sensors?
You're talking about
Those are wild.
You're talking about the Death Stranding photo mode.
Yeah. And they just like make them like talk or whatever, and it like circumvents it because it looks so real.
Yeah. This is pretty intense stuff. Like these laws force companies that host adult content, such as pornography, to verify the age of the users via banking details or government-issued ID.
Yeah, like it's just a lot of sensitive data, like that's used to control people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, if I was 17 again, I would have no issues accessing all the NSFW stuff, with or without this age restriction stuff. You know?
Yeah, Durwin, back when we were 17, we used to call it hardcore, not NSFW.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, it's just silly to me. I feel like, I don't know your thoughts on this, but I feel like
the age restriction stuff that's on an Xbox that's over 18 that they need age restriction to access. I don't understand.
Well, that would be the physical violence stuff, I guess, more so.
But that's, I mean, ESRB rates it. Well, I guess they have a different rating body in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like a PEGI 18, so maybe it would tie in with the.
Yeah, I think it's just like the new. I think it's just the new laws related to like just online usage as well, right? So it all ties together.
I guess video games in North America, they're rated by the ESRB, and the rating category is 17 plus.
It's voice chat.
Oh, is that what you're reading?
Yeah.
Who wants that on anyway?
Yeah, so it's mainly, it looks like people who want to use voice or text communication with those outside of their friends list need to verify their age, so because of the ability for it to show up with like adult content and
with the Roblox
and porn. Yeah, exactly, right.
Fair enough.
But yeah, in general, like I feel like anything to do with like confirming your identity online is just a slippery slope.
Yeah,
you can't trust these companies to have your personal information and not abuse it, of course. Right?
Yeah, even
though they probably do,
they will abuse it anyway. They'll insult somebody. Yeah. The last little bit of news this week is Xbox has quietly rebranded their PC kind of games, which they now call Xbox on PC instead of Xbox PC. It has no effect on the way it works, but I just thought it was interesting.
Okay.
I think maybe people were confused by what an Xbox PC is. Maybe this is also like alluding to their next gen console, which is going to be an Xbox PC.
Yeah, they want to differentiate before it happens. Yeah. I don't know. It's silly.
They're calling it Xbox on PC.
Okay. They should just call it Steam.
Yeah. If you go, it looks like if you go to look at like the Age of Mythology kind of like ad for the Heavenly Spear DLC or the Grounded 2 ad, you can see, so it shows Xbox Series X/S, Xbox on PC, Xbox Cloud. They don't even call it xCloud anymore. They call it Xbox Cloud. Steam and PS5. Yeah, cool stuff, man. That is all the news for this week. Another big one. We're done. Do you want to get into some of the games you've been playing?
Yeah, I've only played the one.
Okay, I've only played one too.
Yeah. So in continuation from last week, I've continued to play Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. I don't know. Have you played any more of it?
I didn't play anymore. I'll be honest with you. After I beat that one boss that does the fire stuff, that was it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's not bad. I feel like I'm running into that like annoyance where, dude, you know what my worst enemy is? It's that ladder. It's climbing ladders. Yeah, because it takes forever to climb a ladder in that game. Actually, right. So like that one section where I died at Buddha Cliffs multiple times, the thing I hated the most was climbing down that stupid ladder so I can continue the game, because they put the altar and then you have to. It's a super long ladder.
You have to climb down. Yeah.
And every single time I died, I had to climb that ladder again and again and again and again.
So that's what's bothering you.
That was like one of the major annoyances. And then the rest is like the amount. You are right. The boss fights are easy compared to like some of the enemies that just pop out of nowhere. Like,
right? So it's not just me in my head, yeah.
Yeah, no, you walk through a blind corner and like some guy swings an axe at you and you're not ready for it, and it takes like a third of your health.
It is some Dark Souls 2 enemy placement for sure.
Yeah, so you have to like on the second playthrough, now you're expecting it and you have to like bait them to come out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like cheap.
Apparently, first Berserker Kazan from earlier this year was like that a lot too.
Oh, God, like that's like the worst gameplay mechanic. Like, have it be like a quick action scene or whatever, like where you mash the button and you like kill them. Like I think that's fair. I don't know.
That's pretty part and parcel of From Software games. They have chilled out a little bit of on them, so you don't see as much of that stuff in like Elden Ring. But if you like play some of the older ones, yeah, dude, there's like booby trapped enemies like hiding behind a wall.
Booby trapped.
Booby trapped.
Booty trapped. Damn.
Booty trap.
Not safe for work. Not safe for work.
I just called it.
Oh, that's gonna be the thumbnail.
No, the booty trap. Thumbnail is GOG freaking out
to a booty trap.
KOG freaking out, and then you
to a booty trap.
You're gonna put your face, and I'm gonna be the other guy going like this.
No. It's gonna be one of us freaking out to a booty trap.
Yeah, whatever that means.
And then like, dude, the other enemy that I think is actually really hard is there's the two. It's the typical zombie grab ones, and then the other one is that stupid thing that lives inside a jar. Have you come across that one yet?
I think so, yeah.
It like comes out of nowhere. It's super fast, and like literally is just like walking around in a jar, and it shoots poison at you.
Yeah,
dude, man, like you've got 2 arms. How the hell are you walking that fast, man?
Yeah, there's some Dark Souls 2 placements in that.
Yeah, but those were the real annoying things. But I think it's not bad.
How far are you? Because like I think we talked and we couldn't figure out. It sounded like me and you went different ways.
No, so I think we just described it differently. I think I'm like right where you are. I'm probably just a little bit further because I continued past that boss. But yeah, I'm basically on like this cliff village, and I'm like trying to climb it and figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go.
So are you gonna play it some more?
I think I might play it a little bit more. I'll give it a few more hours just to try out and see if I really get the hang of things. I'm starting to understand the systems a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah.
I think they really, really sucked at explaining it.
They're pretty complicated. I can't help but agree.
Yeah. So I think I'm getting the hang of it. I might play a little bit more, but realistically, I should really finish Ghost of Tsushima. That's like really what I need to finish.
It's pressing. It's getting.
Yeah, like I'm feeling the anxiety to finish it before Yote.
That was like the anxiety I had to finish Final Fantasy VII Remake before Rebirth came out. And I had anxiety because I never played Last of Us when it came out. I played it the week before Last of Us 2 came out. So I literally like rushed through that game to play Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I also don't believe that this game, I like searched up how long Wu Chang is, and it's apparently like 25 to 30 hours to beat. I'm like, I don't believe this.
It might be longer, yeah. I think now that the dust has settled, we kind of have like a taste of how this game is. Like it seems like the reviews were kind of middling on Metacritic, like it was like low 70s. The Steam reviews are mostly negative. It's at 45%. I think it's mostly to do with performance on PC, to be honest with you.
Really? I don't think it performs poorly on PC at all. I'm playing it on PC.
Oh, really? So. I think when maybe they fixed it or something, but when it came out, it was like that. No, I think there was like some cheating with regards to like the frame rate or something. Like I can't remember.
Okay. I mean, I don't notice it. I think it looks pretty decent. Like it's not the prettiest game, but
the concurrent players have like gone downhill. I mean, obviously they could have beat it by now, but I don't think we saw a peak concurrence drop this much.
Yeah, that's fair.
Compared to like Black Myth Wukong or whatever, it's at 6,000 people concurrently playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us what we've been what you've been playing.
I have been playing one of my most anticipated games of this year, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
This is that 2D scroller, right?
Yes, it is the 2D side scroller action game from the pixel art from the developers of Blasphemous and Blasphemous 2, and published by the publisher of games like TMNT, Shredder's Revenge, Streets of Rage 4, etc., etc. I was really looking forward to this game. I think I talked a lot about it. The Steam demo on the show a few weeks back. Man, and it is exactly what it is. It is fast-paced, precision platforming, one hit, go, move on, try to do like, it's not really like combo based where you're like hitting people multiple times. It's more like trying to strategically like hit a bunch of people, jump some platforms, and go. It's fast paced. It's not slow or methodic like Blasphemous or anything like that. It is like, well, I would say it is methodic, but not like slow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is such a wonder. The pixel art is beautiful. The music is great. It's such a throwback. The vibes are great. I don't know what else to say. It is exactly what it is. Like, this is not a Metroidvania. This is not like a game where there's like a big open world map. Each level is independent. You go to different levels and you run the level. Each level has like a set of collectibles in it and a set of challenges in it. And if you do those collectibles and you do those challenges, plus try to hit a specific time, plus try to hit a specific combo number, and plus try to kill a specific number of enemies, you get a rank for each level, up to like rank S, I think, which I haven't gotten S rank on any level, but I usually get like an A or a B. And yeah, it is like the levels are supposed to be shorter, although there's been a few that have taken me like 20 minutes. And you just go like, there's level 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 2-1, 2-2, like, and so on.
Yeah. Very reminiscent of like old school, like very structured games.
Yeah, very old school structured games. You just go through this level. There's like platforming. There's like ninja stuff. You climb on a wall. You hang on a ceiling. You roll under a thing. You jump on these platforms. You do a combination of different things. You have different weapons at your disposal. There are like 2 characters in this game, which, without spoilers, you get a taste of one, and then you get a taste of another, and then you get like a taste of both at the same time as the game progresses. It's really great. The bosses, I think, are excellent so far. I love the design. I love the enemies. Like, there's nothing really else I could add here. It's sitting at like 85 on Metacritic. I think it's a shorter game. It's like a 5 to 7 hour game to complete. I am on Act 3, and I believe there's 4 acts. So
okay,
almost done Act 3. I heard some of the bosses I'm going to fight here in Act 3 are pretty hard. But there's 4 acts, and then there's like these special ops missions, which I've done a few of them, which are like different versions of a mission that you just did, but like even more fast-paced. There's no voice acting in it. It's all like text-based. The pixel art is great, dude. Like, I don't know. It's like a side story. It doesn't involve Ryu himself. But yeah, like, really great game. Like, everything I was asking for. I'm so happy with the way this one turned out. It's like $30 on PlayStation and Steam right now, with like a preliminary like discount for starters, before it like goes up to 35. This is like Canadian, so for sure I'd pick it up if any of this sounds interesting. But yeah, really like kind of quick combat. Like, everybody kind of mostly takes like one hit to get killed. There's a few enemies that don't, but there's ways of killing them in one hit. And you kind of just go on from checkpoint to checkpoint, and you do these platforms, and you find these collectibles, and yeah, you just try and do these like cool combos of like the screen. There's a bunch of people coming up on the screen. You hit this guy, jump up, do this guy. So yeah, great game. Really excited. Gonna keep playing it. Nothing else to add there. That's Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I am, for sure. I don't know if it's going to be like end of the year conversation thing, but for sure, like, honorable mention.
Nice.
All right, man. We are done. Now we're 45 minutes.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
You should watch this one movie I watched this week.
Sure.
It's kind of creepy. It's called Together.
Oh, yes.
Have you seen it?
On the list.
Not yet? Oh, dude. So I watched it because it came out online. It's creepy.
Yeah. It's Dave Franco and Alison Brie.
It's Alison Brie, Dave Franco. So they're married. So
they're married in real life, right?
Yeah. So the whole context is that they're like kind of on a couple on the fringe anyways.
Yeah.
And then they fall into this cave, and then chaos ensues.
Yeah.
They don't. The whole setting is not in a cave, but it's creepy. Like it's a good creepy like sci-fi horror
Ooh,
almost.
frick, I
Yeah,
wanna
yeah.
just, like,
I
watch
enjoyed it. Every minute of it. Like you see them like kind of like there's some weird force that's like kind of making them like join together almost.
Yeah.
Oh, and then like some of the scenes where they're like actually like combining. It reminds me of like the weird
Yeah.
like Resident Evil monsters almost, right? Because they're like deformed and whatever. Well,
Man,
it's
this
a good, it's
uh,
an interesting story. Like the whole time, I enjoyed it.
okay. I like this is what's on my radar. I watched like the trailer before. I was aware of it, but you just got me like hyped up even more to like I thought about maybe I'll just watch it during Halloween or something, or like
Yeah,
October, because usually that's what I do. Like we kind of me and a few of my friends kind of just go through like video lists of like the best like horror films for that year up to that point, and just like watch them in like
yeah.
October.
No, it was a good movie. Like for a horror movie, it's great.
Okay, that's together, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
together.
Excited for that one, man. You got me
Yeah,
hyped. Can I watch it in theaters?
ooh, it's probably out of theaters. I
Uh,
wanted to actually watch this one in theaters, but I never never got a chance.
Together. Cineplex. It's showing in Cineplex.
Oh, it's still showing?
Yeah.
It's good, but I don't know if it's like you need to watch in theaters. I personally enjoy watching at home.
Yeah. The thing is, I just don't think I'm gonna watch this with my wife. So it's just an opportunity to go to the movies with my friends.
Yeah, yeah. It's 90% on Rotten Tomatoes and it's 70% viewer score. But I lean more towards like it's an 80 something percent movie.
That's sick. Oh man. Okay. All right. Looking forward to this one.
Yeah. And then I watched some other ones that are kind of like a little bit cringe. Other one is Dangerous Animals.
Oh, I heard about that too, but I don't
Yeah,
really know.
that one's an Australian film. It's like a serial killer that kills people with sharks.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
If it, honestly, I didn't hate it. I actually kind of enjoyed it.
Kind of funny.
It is kind of funny.
Okay.
Yeah, at one point she bites her own thumb off. There's like no way she bit her own thumb off.
Can you even? Yeah, it's like, can you even do that? I don't think you can.
No, you would instantly pass out. There's like a really big artery or like blood vessels that go through it. You'd pass out.
Actually, really?
Yeah,
I thought it was you just wouldn't be able to generate the force enough to bite your own finger. It's like
that too, right? Like
choke yourself.
yeah, the pain itself would probably
you would be
not
like,
let
it's
you.
like you can't choke yourself if I try to kill much. It doesn't work, right? There's always like a holdback of like what you could actually do.
Mm-hmm, exactly. All right, yeah,
Oh,
that
this
is
from the producer of Long Legs. Oh, dude, we're good.
yeah, dude. It's kind of fun.
Oh,
not
man.
gonna lie,
I think
it is kind of fun to watch.
I think we're gonna start Spooktober early this year.
Yeah, I mean, you're a few months away. Like you could add those two right to the list.
Honestly, Spooktober looks like it's gonna get hijacked by Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yotei and by Battlefield 6. So maybe we just start it in August and forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I on Metacritic? Can I see the best horror movies of this year? Best horror movies of 2025. Sinners 2. That's another one I didn't watch.
Oh, Sinners, great. Yeah,
What is this
we
one
gotta.
called? Weapons.
I don't know about that one.
Oh man, so many movies to watch.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Alrighty, that is it for our show this week. Thanks for joining us, guys. If you enjoyed what you listened to, leave us a thumbs up, a like, a subscribe, a comment. Anything goes a mile. You can watch us or follow us wherever you get your podcasts on Apple, YouTube, and Spotify. And follow us on Instagram at the Slow Runcast. Everything at the Slow Runcast. Thanks for joining us this week. Do we got anything else for this summer? I think it's just going to be kind of mainstream until
I don't think there's anything big coming up. So
Gamescom, I think, is the next little big thing where maybe we'll get together and figure something out. All right, man. Thanks for joining me again, Durwin.
All right. See ya.
Peace out, guys.